Good morning. It's turned out nice again. It hasn't, guys. It's like 6:56 in the morning. It hasn't turned out at all yet. I'm still half asleep. How are you doing? Now, these are my morning briefings, right? So my morning briefings are long-winded, never getting to the point, not really talking about anything that's in the title of the video. Just a usual video from me, really. What I'm trying to say is, if you're new to my channel, don't expect anything exciting in a morning briefing. A morning briefing is basically a schedule for the day, what the plans are, what we might have done yesterday. Acknowledgements is really the main reason for the morning briefing. To thank people that have supported my channel in the last 24 hours, and to tell people what's happening today. Sorry, I thought I'd lost one of my tablets. To the regiment, I wish I was there. Now, I could, in theory, drink that off camera before I start recording and not subject you to it. But then it wouldn't be me, would it? And I think it shows enthusiasm, because I've literally just come downstairs, walked in the kitchen, grabbed my tablets, grab my drinks and come here to see you. I don't stand there for 10 minutes and have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, then come on here and go, hey, what's up, guys? Do you know what I mean? Nah, we'll keep it real. That's my low cholesterol one. I know what you're thinking, but at least I'm trying. And this one is my probiotics. I do like these drinks, I've got to be honest with you. Tired this morning. I've been awake since probably 5 this morning. That's nice, is that? Good morning, Remy. You all right? Remy's down there, my rescue dog. He's looking at me like that. Who's he talking to? So in a minute, we'll do the acknowledgements. I just wanted to thank you, really. Yesterday, someone said yesterday, you seemed a lot happier in the evening, because I did a live stream and did videos throughout the day. You seemed happier as the day went on than you did when you started. You seemed a bit run down. I didn't know that. Maybe I was just tired. Obviously, when I put these morning briefings on like this, I have been awake a while, but not out of bed, you know what I mean? So like, I'm now just waking up. But no, there's been a lot of stress recently, to be honest with you. Revenue, terrible for October, as you will know if you watch these videos. And October's revenue is what I get in November on the 23rd. And I know that there is, not enough revenue coming in 10 days' time, 11 days' time, to cover everything. So it just makes you worry a bit, and your head drops. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I always get by. I've been here nearly 30 years, and you have ups and downs, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, because the August revenue I received in September was through the roof. If it was like that every month, fuck me, my life would be amazing. Well, it's amazing now. I've got life and you guys, so, but you know what I mean? It would be stress-free. Just 1 minute. She's messaged me. There we go. Right. So just a bit, like, oh God, what am I going to do about this kind of thing? And it's really affected my ability to work efficiently, I think. Just one of those subconscious things, you don't get up and think, right, I'm not going to do much today, or, I'm going to toss it off. You just don't think that, but your mind kind of is like, I sit at my desk, whether it's in here at that streaming computer or my office downstairs, and procrastinate, just sat there it's like you've got a brain freeze, like I don't know what to do. And I think it's related to that, because no matter what you do, you're still worrying about shit, So I think I've just been a bit, and yesterday we had a really good live stream. It was well supported in terms of people attending and supporting the stream with the super chats, which helps, right? Because this month's going to be bad as well because of the international break. You know, winter's always difficult, but at the minute it's just a little bit harder than usual. But yesterday, I really enjoyed yesterday. In fact, one of you guys commented on one of my videos saying, you know, I was showing it to you, like, it's getting stuck in. You know, when I see these articles and they're making transfer claims, right? And I churn out, I respond to them, don't I? And I say to you guys, that's a load of shit. This is where it's come from. It's not, this isn't accurate. It's not that I'm trying to criticize anyone or be, you know, a miserable fuck. It's like, I don't want you being misled. It doesn't bother me because I don't give a fuck about the top flight game anymore. I love Liverpool. I'll always Liverpool. How can I not love Liverpool? Liverpool Football Club's been my life. And every day of my life, it's here. And it will be until I die, you know. So how could you ever go, oh, not interested in that? Nah, I love Liverpool Football Club. I'm just old school. And, you know, for example, the audio or, you know, all the discussion that came out yesterday regarding the VAR decision and Virgil van Dijk and the referees and all this stuff's come out, right? So everyone's discussing it on social media last night. Journalists, Liverpool fans. And I look at that and it makes me want to just walk away because VAR for me has killed the game, right? Because VAR was supposed to take away the pressure, you know, all the controversy surrounding a referee. And I would argue that VAR has actually made it more controversial now than when we had a referee and human error. And for me, football was part of the referee getting it wrong, things going against you, we was robbed kind of thing. And then seeking payback in the next game against those opponents, maybe. And I looked at all this discussion about VAR and I just thought, that's the beautiful game ruined to me. You see a player score a goal, and when I used to go to Anfield, right, you'd see, or any stadium, you see your player score, right, and the first thing I would do is the goal's over there, ball goes in, headed in, or slid, you know, not headed, just shot, a goal, right, and the player's off wheeling, celebrating, and the first thing I would do is look over there for the linesman to see if the flag's gone up. That's all you had to do, right? And then if the flag went up and people are still celebrating, I'd go, no, it's offside, you fucking prick. Right, that was it, right? Now, you're sat waiting, fucking twiddling your thumbs, and it's just a fucking joke. Do you know what I mean? It's just a joke. Anyway, I can't stand it. There's just too many things in the top flight game that's changed. But I don't want you guys to be misled. And big broadcasters like Sky Sports News yesterday and the BBC, while factual, you know, maybe saying, oh, reports in Spain, Mundo Deportivo say this, it can make it sound bigger than it is, because if you then look to see where Mundo Deportivo got their claim from, and you trace it back to some shitty little fucking media outlet in Italy, it completely weakens a transfer claim. And people trust people like Sky Sports News, bizarrely. I get it all the time in my comments. I can make a video about transfer stuff and someone will go, I don't believe anything until it's on Sky Sports News. Well, good luck with that one. So yesterday, I did a few videos pulling shit up. You know, the Szoboszlai one was another. And, sorry, I've got a couple on my mind from yesterday. And I really enjoyed it. This is where I think I excel in, I get off on, like, helping you. I do, or pointing things out. And And then, you know, I'll always say to you at the end of a video, you believe what you want, you know. And let's say Liverpool are linked with a player, and I say to you guys, this is people on social media amplifying it, or you know, broadcasters to get engagement and revenue. At the end of it, I'll say, but if you want to believe, I mean, Liverpool might be interested in that player, but the particular claims that you're seeing today, just chill, you know, take it easy. And yesterday I felt like, I just felt like I was enjoying my videos again. You know, during an international break, it's difficult. You know, especially when Liverpool are not doing too good, or after the Man City game, you know, the mood is low. But yesterday I felt, I like it. I like it when I'm fucking, when I know someone's lying to you. I just like it. And I felt better during the day. And you guys, you know, pointed that out. You know, you looked like enthusiastic though. Every day, guys, I want to do my best for you. Every day. But just recently, my head's just been a bit, you know, a bit down really with it all. But I enjoyed it. And I just want to thank those of you that, you know, supported me yesterday, and supporting me is watching and thumbsing up a video, taking time out of your life to comment me. You know, I'm very grateful for it. There's people that buy me a coffee or a beer or a channel membership, whatever. These people are great, but collectively, you know, the support is really good. And it could be a comment where someone says, you know, I appreciate the vid dunk, thanks for explaining it, I didn't know that. You know, it's just, I don't know, it does it for me. It just does it for me. Remy's got an itch, he's itching his ear now. Oh, he's looking. Staring me out. So yeah, that was that. I just want to thank you guys for being there for me yesterday. Live stream today. I did schedule a live stream today for 6 p.m. UK, but there's not going to be one. I have some friends over from England. They arrived here yesterday. I live about 10 minutes away from a very popular holiday destination called Benidorm. You know, it's great for a night out. It's a good crack. It's a nice place, right? Party central, if you like. And the last few days has been the Benidorm Fiestas, which is, you know, how the Spanish celebrate, you know, have all their different events and things like that. Each town does that. And on the last, I think it's tomorrow, Thursday, I'm just trying to work out what day it is. They have the fancy dress day, which is what the British have bolted on to the end of the Fiestas. And what that means is, if you go on Google and put Benidorm fancy dress and click on images, you'll see what I mean. Literally tens of thousands of people will descend, or are descending in this area, well, 10 minutes away from where I live, for the Benidorm Fancy Dress Festival. And they have, you know, a parade, all the floats and things like that. It's good crack, actually. I've done it a few times, dressed up, you know, and been and done that. I went as a terrorist one year, was it Arabic terrorist or something? I can't remember, probably not very politically correct, but dressed in all the Arab gear with a machine gun and hand grenades and fucking all sorts, you know what I mean? It's good. Some people they work on the costume for a year for it. It's incredible. So I've always said to my mate, Ben from back home, I went to school with Ben, he's a really, really good friend, my best friend back in England, no doubt about it. And he comes out here quite a bit with his mates, you know, and a group of girls and that, and we always meet up. And I always tell him, you got to come over when the festival's on, you know, you'll love the fancy dress. And this is the first time he's done it. He's laid at the bottom of the tripod, there you go, look. It's the first time he's done it. And they got here last night, and it basically, cut a long story short, I'm not going to the fancy dress, right? I've got cop talk to do, you know, I've got things to do. I won't be going to that. All my friends will be going, or certainly many of them that live here as well, you know, but I won't be doing that. So he said, when will we get to meet up? And it was like, oh, Wednesday, you know, because they go back on Friday. And then, you know, yesterday I was like, I can't go on Wednesday. I need to work, you know. I can't go on piss. I'm always trying to lose weight, always trying to look after myself. I don't like going out more than once a week because I go out on a Saturday. I'm going away on Sunday, you know. So you think of all these different things like, well, I don't want to drink, you know, it's not good for you. I'm trying to lose weight. Shouldn't be spending money, you know, I'm going away on Sunday and shit like that. All these things. I was like, nah, I'm not going. He'll understand. I'll just explain that I'm busy, you know. And then I thought to myself this morning, actually, when I woke up, I thought, he's come, you know, another lad have messaged me when they were at the airport, on our way, don't see you tomorrow. And I just thought, no, you can't do that to people, you know. They're here because I've encouraged them to come. So I'm going out, is what I'm basically saying to you. And it makes it sound like, you know, like, oh, how terrible. But it's just, I'm not really bothered about going out during the week. You know, I like me Saturday out. And I don't want to feel rough tomorrow. And I don't want to, you know, be just, you know, I don't know. So I'm going to go. So there won't be a live stream tonight. I do apologise. But I think the majority of my peoples will be like, get yourself out, don't go and have a beer, you know. So I'm going to do that today. So I'm going to do a full schedule. I haven't read the Spanish football dailies yet. I'll do that after this video. Hello, mate. See what them friends of ours have got to say. See if there's anything about Canate. And yeah, just do it a normal day really. And then this afternoon, probably about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm going to message Martin, that's like my bestest pal here, really, in some ways. Martin, we meet up at the football and we always sit together, and he's a good lad. You know, I love him and his wife, and he's like my drinking pal, you know. I like his company, and he supports Sunderland. And I'm watching Sunderland's results all the time now, which is bizarre because my daughter's partner, my own grandson, you know, they go and watch Sunderland. But yeah, Martin's a good lad, and it's a little bit early now, but I'm going to message him in a bit and say, I'm coming out this afternoon, where will you be? Because he'll be out. He's out every day. He's Martin. Retired, you know, living the dream is Martin. And I love him. He's mint. So I'm going to see him today, and then I'll tell my mate where I am, and they can come and meet us. We'll do that. So that's my schedule for today. So there'll be no live stream tonight. There should be tomorrow night. Hopefully it's not a crazy day. Right, I do want to do my acknowledgements now. So we're going to start with the people that supported me on last night's stream. So these are called Super Chats. And it was supported by Matthew Beale, who bought or gifted a channel membership, which was kind of him. Dean Middleton, Taylor is blonde. That's one of the lads, but on his daughter he's on his daughter's account. It was a Taylor Swift like related account, and I was confused because I was just confused. But he pointed it out to me. He went, I'm not a, what do they call them? Swifties or something? I don't know. Taylor is blonde or blondie, John Conway, Carl and Benjamin Alford all supported me on last night's stream. And if my memory serves me right, Dean that came along has been having a bit of a rough time. So I just want to give a little nod to Dean to keep on going, brother. Quite a few people actually have been messaging me or commenting recently saying, sorry not being around, Dunk. Got some things going on in my life, which is always, you know, shit to hear. And then you get people like Dean that come along and they'll say, I had a really, you know, rough time recently, but just wanted to come and see you, and then they support you, and that. It's just, you know, I have amazing people. What else is there? Right, let's look at the super thanks. Now the super thanks is the love heart under the video. So under all my videos, you'll see a love heart, and that's called a super thanks. And people that use that, they're supporting the channel, basically. And without the super thanks, super chats, things like that, no, I won't be here. I won't be able to do it, guys. So it's a big deal, which is why I always thank these people. And Clive Mitchell is the first person I'm going to thank. He's a channel member, Schwad, and it was a decent one, to be honest with you. When I say decent, I get embarrassed sometimes, you know, like people when, 50 quid. Do you know what I mean? And Clive said, "Evening, Dunk, enjoyed today's briefing. Put this contribution towards your Save the YouTube channel fund. Keep going, man. I appreciate what you do." And he's given a little salute at the end there. And Clive was on the stream actually last night, and I did thank him at the time. I thanked him in the comments. So yeah, Clive, thank you, man. Big help that. Cheers, brother. Anthony Boylan as well, another channel member. He's in there. Bought me a coffee, if you like. He's put to help pay for your Spanish lessons with Canate, and he put loads of laughing emojis. Because I think I was talking in one of my videos yesterday about, I do Spanish on a Tuesday and Thursday, but I'm kind of thinking of dropping out because the lessons are at 11 a.m, which means I leave at 10:30, don't get back till 12:30. And that's taking, a couple of hours away from Cop Talk when I'm at my very best in the morning when I do my videos, I think. But he wants me to keep up my Spanish lessons with Canate. I think Canate is, I was told that Canate is learning Spanish with the same teacher that taught Trent. And if you saw Trent's teacher, you'd understand why. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Thank you, Anthony. Gracious greatness. Thanks, Dunk. Your insight is invaluable. That was on the Dominic Szoboszlai video yesterday. Thank you, Gracious. I really do appreciate you. Also, Lance Anderson, channel member, Schwad, in there saying thanks as well, supporting my channel. Thank you, Lance, channel member as well. Another channel member, Watty, Squad, my man. Love Watty. Now listen to this. You may see if you can make a tale of this. Honey badgers, also known as rattels, are related to skunks, otters, ferrets, and other badgers. These voracious omnivores get their name from their fondness for feeding on honey and honeybee larvae. They also eat insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals, as well as roots, bulbs, berries, and fruits. That was his message. I put thanks for the beer and the education. Someone's put, what's he Attenborough? That's amazing. Bought me a beer. I don't give a fuck. He can say what he wants. Mark the Legend, Schwad. Mark's there all the time. Ikea, another channel member, Schwad. He says, dark days, but we'll always look out for you, Dunk. My peoples, man. My fucking peoples, man. Gareth Tukey as well, channel member. Thank you, Gareth. Mark Hogg, I don't know if I acknowledge that one, it's popped up. Thanks, Dunk, keeping the faith. And I think that is it on this channel in terms of super thanks. If I've missed you out, please let me know. It's very important to me now. I hate it when that happens. I'm just going to check my other channel, Duncan Oldham channel. I do like a Dunk's Diary over there. The link's in the video description. But no, there's nothing on there. Screenshots. I take screenshots when stuff comes in. Yeah, there we go. So when was that one though? Dave Clitheroe. That was a couple of days ago. I've acknowledged that one, Dave, and Gary as well. So yeah, they're up to date. That leaves Revolut. Now, Revolut and my Revolut link, as my peoples know, that's my beer kitty, that one. The Love Art pays the bills. Well, it fucking won't do this month. But the Revolut link in the video description is kind of like the fuck it one. Like, don't worry about it. Don't just go and get a fucking beer. That's what that is. And I just need to see if there's anybody on there. And there is. There's Carl, my friend Carl. And I can't read his message to you. I just can't because it's a private message. And it would give something away. You'll know about it, but I just can't at the minute. So, basically, he's topped me up there for the weekend, for Saturday, for I go out on a Saturday. Also, Niall. Me and Niall's literally, through Revolut, there's like a messaging system. And like Niall will, support me, and then, if you've got, someone's got a Revolut account, you can message each other. And me and Niall, anytime Niall will probably send me a message. And I've been talking to Niall. He knows that, my head's been down with stuff, you know what I mean? And I've never met Niall. He's one of you guys, but he's family to me. He's been a great friend. And he checks on me, he asks after people in my life and my kids and stuff like that. And we just have a good conversation. And Niall's just great. Niall's the one that got the glasses for me, the Meta glasses, and it's enabled me to produce a lot of videos, at the football and things like that. So thank you, Niall. As ever, my friend. I just need to check one more thing. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. No, that's it. Nobody else. Okay, so that is all of my acknowledgements, I think. Now, what I will say to you is this. There was a screenshot. No, I took a photograph of this yesterday. Now, a gentleman came on my live stream last night called Virgil1978 and asked me, or brought up the conversation, should I say, about AI. There's different AI. I use AI every day, right? I use ChatGPT. I use Grok. I use Gemini Pro. I just got a 4-month trial on that. I was doing some research last night. Fuck me, mind-blowing, right? And I also combine them together. And what I mean by that is I use them to cross-check each other, especially if I'm researching something to do with Liverpool. And I'll say, Grok says this, what do you reckon? And it'll go, no, Grok's wrong with that. And I'll get them firing off backwards and forwards at each other. And Virgil basically had an issue with his ex and access to his children, and listened to some advice I gave, and he was successful with it. And this is what he said. He says, I used it to gain access to my children as my ex has stopped me seeing the kids, but it helped me so much and I'm grateful for your advice. Now this is why I've got the comment to read to you, because it's a fucking, like Cop Talk's a website, it's a YouTube channel. I talk about videos. I get on my hands and knees and beg for a coffee at the end of my videos. But I've helped someone. One of us, with one of the most sensitive subjects and emotional subjects in the world, access to your children, falling out with your ex, falling out of love, drama. I don't know the ins and outs. Fortunately, I've got 2 children with a woman. It's not a man, and we were always all right. So I was never, ever had to experience that. But my heart goes out to people that does. And Virgil was just saying, he'd obviously spoke to, because I can't remember, my memory's like. But we had a conversation about, how I use AI and gave recommendation and advice. And it helped him so much. And he's got access to his kids again because of using AI, to help draft emails or letters or court documents. You don't need a brief sometimes these days. I went through a divorce. I used AI for mine, And he followed up and he said, it gave me answers and made my emails look very professional and perfectional, he said. I'm looking like a lawyer, LOL, in his emails. Top guy, Dunk. I've been on and off with you for years, with my vids or whatever. When I get paid, I'll buy you a few pints. And my reply was, well, it would be offensive if I didn't accept. No, I said to him, no, you don't need to do that. And he was like, no, I'm fucking serious. Things like that, I love it. I love helping people. I do. Whether it's helping people and pointing them in the right directions of rumours and credibility, whether it's helping people from just recording these videos. People will say to me after a morning brief, I don't have been in a bad place, I watch your vids, they help me through the day. I don't know how my videos help anybody through the day if they're struggling. I don't. But they do because they tell me. Not one or two people, dozens of people. And it's such a good feeling, guys. It really is. And then you get a comment like that on a random stream, during the international break. I just want to come on and thank you for helping with that, and I've got access to my kids now. I mean, fuck me. I'm going for a drink. Fuck it. I am. Yeah, I am. I'm going to celebrate. Mint. Absolute mint. Yeah, that's it. So I'm very happy about that. Anyway, as I said at the beginning of the video, my morning briefings are very long and probably all over the place. Some people maybe not involved as much with my channel like this, or might not have time, might not be interested, maybe you only want to know about Liverpool's next signing. But if you do get involved and you become part of this community here, your back's covered. It really is, because I'll do anything for good people. I'll probably do anything for fucking bad people as well, to be honest with you. Because I'm one of them people that's just like, I remember reading something once, it said something about don't be angry if someone steals your cause. Don't be angry, I'd be fucking raging. But the story behind it in a nutshell was maybe that person needs that coat more than you. And you can't go around stealing. What it means is maybe they're desperate, maybe they're homeless and they've got nothing to sleep on the street. Maybe they're just a fucking scamming cunt, right? That'll take anything for anything, right? So I get that as well. There was another example, when you walk in a store and someone doesn't hold the door open and it bangs in your face, I hate out like that because I've got manners, especially if you stand there and hold the door for someone while they walk 4 or 5 metres and then they still don't thank you. But maybe that person's just got some really bad news, or the mum or the dad's ill, or they're dying, or whatever. Maybe they're just somewhere else. I know it's a bit of a wishy-washy way to look at things because we know there's plenty of ignorant, thieving cunts out there. But not everyone's like that. So that's how I try and deal with things. So when you go to the checkout in a store and you hand over your money and she goes, $3.28, and you're like, oh, fucking hell. It's up with you, you miserable cunt. But you don't know why they're miserable. I'm not making excuses for people, because I think the majority of people are just fucking miserable, fucking ignorant people. But I don't know. I try and find good in people. That's what I try and do. But I'm not wishy-washy either. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a tree-hugging, flip-flop, cat-wearing, candle-burning, peace, man. I'm so sick. I'm not like that. I'm very much like man the fuck up kind of guy, But I don't know. I just think we've got something really good here. I do. And I'll always help you if I can. There's not much I can do. Although I say that, there's people that, I've needed help before, and I've raised thousands, the community have raised thousands for people. The power is there. We have a good community, and if someone was struggling, and I'd made a video, I went on my members' website and said, look, I'm aware of this Liverpool fan, he's followed my channels for years. Someone's nicked his wheelchair. He'd have a new wheelchair within an hour. Do you know what I mean? My peoples are fucking good peoples. We've got a good thing here. You'll never walk alone really does exist. And I discussed this yesterday, I think. When my mum died, I remember someone saying, you never walk alone. It's not a slogan, Dunk. It's a way of life. And it really is. You know, and some Liverpool fans need to understand that as well, the way they interact with each other online, how nasty they can be to each other. You know, it's not the Liverpool way. You know, I really looked into the Liverpool way about a year ago. You know, I was researching something. And it was saying about the Liverpool ways, the way that you conduct yourself with other Liverpool supporters as well, when you've got different opinions. So if you're being disrespectful and running your mouth and calling people names and shit like that, you can't, you know, the theory is you can't really call yourself a Liverpool fan. Because to be a Liverpool fan, you have to adopt or follow the Liverpool way of decency and respect towards others, even if they're gobshite. You know, I've moderated forums for decades on Cop Talk, and not everybody gets along. But what I always try and say to someone is, he might be a cocksucker, but you know what? He's passionate, or she's passionate. Maybe they've got something going on in their life. You know, maybe it means more to them that we lost today than it does you and me. I always try and give that message, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go. It's 7:32. I'm going to review the Spanish football papers now. I just need to check something. Yes, I've got to go. All right, I'm going to go and review the Spanish papers. So no live stream. I am going to go for a drink today. My Revolut link's in the video description. I'll keep in touch with you guys. I'm sure you understand. I can't let my friends down when they've come all this way. I'm sure it won't do me any harm as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this briefing. Please thumbs up the video if you did. Please drop me a comment. I'd love hearing from you guys. There's a love out under the video. It's my job. If you want to support the channel, you can become a channel member. In the video description, you can become a VIP member. Not many people join from the videos, I don't think. I don't really push it, to be honest. But the VIP membership, you know, I hang out on the members' website all day. We're on there all day and all night. Some really important people on there. It's pretty cool. And there's a link to Revolut in there, which is my beer kitty. Which I'll be tucking into today, which is for Saturday, but I'm sure my contributors will be okay with that. All right, guys, have a great day. Let me know how you are, and we'll speak soon. I'll go and get on with my my work for you. All right, Remy's here. He stinks. He smells. You smell. Come up here. Where are you? Say hello. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll speak soon.